Hey everybody, welcome to the Coach Martin Show. I'm your host, Coach Martin. Today's session, we're going to talk about 3 golden lessons from the first door-knocking entrepreneur in the Bible. Now you're probably thinking, where is this guy getting this from? A door-knocking entrepreneur in the Bible? Yes. So it's 7 short verses tucked away in 2 Kings chapter 4. And I know you probably have read it. If you haven't read it, you probably have heard it. And maybe you've read it a couple times or you've heard the story a few times. But I'm going to probably give you some tidbits from it that you just haven't even seen, right? So I'm going to give you 3 golden lessons that are important. Before I do that, I want to kind of frame it. So you have a widow who lost her husband. Her husband was in prophet school, so sort of like the University of Prophets. So he was part of prophet school. He ended up dying, left behind the wife, and they had 2 children. Now, the Bible says that he was in debt because the debtors were about to come and take the 2 children, because that's kind of how it worked. If you owed somebody money, you weren't able to pay it, you can go to debtor's prison, or they can come get you, kind of be a slave, and then you had to work that off. So this widow goes to the prophet and says, "Hey, my husband, he was a man of God. He died. We have no money, and my children are about to go to, they're going to be taken away. Like, what do I do?" Now, I think about it, it's funny because his answer to her was, what do you got in the house? And her response was, well, I don't have anything of value in this house except for a small jar of oil. Now, I kind of want to jump into it. So basically what he told her was, go out and get vases, as many as you can find. And then he goes, I want you to pour the oil in the vases. And then ultimately, the story is she went home. Her 2 kids went out. They got as many vases as they could find. She stayed home. She poured the oil in the vases. Basically, when they ran out of vases, the oil stopped flowing. And then she went back to him, and he says, now go sell the oil and pay off your debt, and then live off of the excess. Now, I framed it, but I kind of want to jump in here. So the first lesson to learn is, now you're thinking, okay, well, how was this person an entrepreneur? Because think about it. This was a person that God didn't give her money. God didn't give her a handout. What God gave her was a business. So instantly, she didn't even know it, she became a business owner. And her children went and knocked on doors to get the actual vases. So that's when I tell you that she was the first entrepreneur that knocked on doors, the door knocker. If you're wondering where the door knocking started, that's where it started. So I kind of want to jump through 3 important points that you're going to want to learn. Number 1, you have to get mentors. So if you're thinking about building something special, you can't do it on your own, right? She didn't even see the things that were in the house that were able to, she was able to monetize. She had to have Elisha be able to show her things that she didn't even see. So having mentors, somebody that can see things that you can't see, is super, super important. So in life, in business, you want to get mentors. Surround yourself with people that have already done it, that know more than you. And no disrespect regarding your friends, but if your friends aren't successful business owners, man, stop getting advice from them, right? So number 1, you have to get mentors. Number 2, she used what she had. So a lot of times we as business owners are like, well, we'll do it when fill in the blank, when we create this or this product or this idea, whatever the case is. But basically in her situation, she used what she already had. So start with what you got, right? What do you got? What product do you have? What service do you have, or what idea do you have? Start with what God's already given you. Don't wait until, because this is what happens all the time. At least in our space, we get business owners that come on board and they'll be like, well, Coach, I'm going to wait until fill in the blank. Well, you're never going to do it. So just start with what you got, where you're at, move your feet, and watch what God does. Think about this for a minute, right? God partnered with her, but he didn't partner with her until she fill in the blank, until she went and got the vases and brought them back and filled the vases with the oil. That's when God came in and did his part, but he expects us to do our part. Now I'm going to give you a freebie. This is an interesting part. I can't prove this. It's a thought process. So when the prophet asked her, what do you got in the house? And she says, I have nothing in the house except for the oil. The miracle came through the only thing that she actually seen. Now, what if she was able to see multiple things? Maybe there would have been miracles from multiple items. I'm just saying. So it's definitely important what you see. Sometimes we may not think something's valuable, but it is valuable. So we got to open our eyes a little bit and take a look at all of it. And if we're not finding value in that, having a mentor look at it, he or she's probably going to be able to find value that we can't see. So that's number 2. It's super important. Now, the third piece is utilize a team. Now, think about this for a minute. She was a widow. She lost her husband. Her husband was pretty much probably the sole income provider. Probably didn't have a skill set. Probably never worked before. Now, there was debt. So she had to pay this debt off. She was going to lose her kids. You know what I mean? So then the prophet said, hey, go, get the vases, fill the vases with oil. But this is interesting because the sons went and got the vases and brought them back. And while they were bringing them back, she was filling the vases with oil. So it was a team effort. It wasn't just an individual effort. She actually not only got a business, but she actually had a team. It's really it was a family business. So now she had a family business where the kids were bringing the vases back. They were probably knocking on doors, borrowing the vases. They're bringing them back. So you got a production line going. She's filling the vases with oil, right? They're going to get new vases. And then ultimately, once it's done, now they had to go sell it. And they probably sold the vases or the oil to the people that lent them the vases in the first place. So it was an actual team effort. A wise man told me one time, a team will always outproduce an individual, right? So if you're thinking of doing a business, or maybe if you've been doing a business, but you kind of have been doing it as a lone ranger, stop today in that. You're going to want to utilize a team. Well, coach, you don't understand. Maybe I don't have money for that. Listen, there's a lot of ways to be able to bring a team in so you can learn, so you can fast track the process, so you can kind of navigate through trial and error a lot quicker. But an individual will never outproduce a team. You're going to want to have a team, right? We have a team that we use, a very skillful people. You're going to want to make sure you have people like that in your circle. Trust me when I tell you. So quick recap. 1, you're going to want to get mentors. Can you imagine if she didn't go and get that mentor? Could you imagine where would she have been, right? Number 2, you use what you got. So something you have a product, a service, or an idea already that's been deposited in you, use what you got. And number 3, utilize a team. Stack a team around you. Get people to help you. Make it a community effort and leverage and use that to help you grow and scale your business. So those are three pieces of gold that I promise you, if you utilize them, they're going to help you not only pay off the debt like the widow, but help you literally live the rest of your life from the profits of that business that got deposited in your heart. So if we could be of help in any way, shape, or form, make sure you visit us. Visit us at coachbarneshow.com. Reach out to us. Please do us a favor. Make sure you share this, like it. We're sure that you have friends that need to hear this. So do us a big favor and share this. Until next time, I'm Coach Martin. Have an amazing week, and we are out.